Yes?
Good morning, dear 10. Today we're going to start, we're going to learn about congruent triangles. Okay, the question number 7, exercise 10. So this is exercise 10, question number 7, page 157. Okay, so the diagram is there are two right angle triangles. One is here, second is like this. Okay, these are right angle triangles. So this is 90, this is 90, and the names are L, M, N. This triangle is L, M, N, and the other triangle is P and O. So this point is P, this is O, where we are given that Mn is twice of Ml, and P is the midpoint. So first thing is, students, this P is the midpoint. It means this equal to this. And second, Mn is twice of Ml. So if Mn is twice of Ml, it means half of Mn, right? Half of Mn is equal to what? Ml, right? So half of Mn is basically Mp, because P is midpoint. This P is midpoint. So that means Mp is equal to Pn, and Ml is also half of Mn. So this is equal to Ml also. So all three segments are equal. This. Okay. Now we need to prove that triangle M and L, triangle M and L, and triangle L, which one? NOP, these are congruent. So this is your A part. So right here, in A part, we have to prove that triangle M and L, the horizontal triangle, is congruent to the vertical triangle NOP. So this is the objective, that's the target. So we learned last time 4 criteria of congruency of triangles. First one was triple S, second SAS, third ASA or AAS, and the fourth was RHS. In these two triangles, we can apply RHS or we can apply SAS. Let's see. So from the first triangle, the horizontal triangle ML, side ML in the horizontal triangle, in the vertical triangle PN. These are equal, right? Reason? It's given that data. So I write here in bracket, it is given that these two sides are equal. Clear? Other thing, students, what is other thing? Mn is equal to NO. This is also given. Let's talk about angle. LMN, angle LMN, this angle, okay, is equal to angle PNO. This angle. They are equal. Alex, why they are equal? Yeah, each of 90. The reason is each of 90 degrees. Now, in the horizontal triangle MN, side MN is equal to, in the vertical triangle side NO. These two sides are equal. It is also given in the statement, in the question. It's given. So we are using two sides and one inclusive angle. So these triangles are congruent, right? So therefore, triangle M and L is congruent to triangle NOP by side angle side criteria. Is it okay? Now students, coming to B part. In the B part, we have to prove that angle OPN, see here, I change color. Angle OPN, this angle, suppose I call this angle as X, okay? So prove angle OPN is equal to L and O. L and O, this angle I call as Y. So B part, we have to prove that angle, which angle? OPN, right? OPN, this angle is equal to angle L and O. So OPN I'm calling X, L and O I'm calling Y. So this is target to prove X equal to Y. Clear? Now students, because this is right angle, this is right angle, these two lines, these two sides ML and NO, these both are perpendicular to horizontal line, the side MN, okay? So these two angles are 90. If sum of interior angles 90 degrees, lines must be parallel. What I mean to say is MN, ML and NO are parallel because their interior angles are 180. So right now ML is parallel to NO. Why? I give reason also. This is symbol for because M angle plus N angle, they add up to 180, being each of 90 degrees. So whenever between two lines the interior angles add up to 180, those two lines must be parallel. Property of parallel lines. Clear? So now these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel, suppose I call this angle as W, right? If these two lines are parallel, angle W should be equal to Y. So W equal to Y, Y. What's the reason? Come. Alternate angle. You can see that I'm saying W equal to Y because this is a Z. Here it is Z shape and lines are parallel. If two lines are parallel, Z-shaped angles are equal, called as alternate angle. So I write the reason, they are alternate angles. Perfect? Next guys, see here, triangle LMN, right? And triangle NPO, these are congruent. There. Clear or not? Clear or not? So see that we have to prove X equal to Y. I have proved that Y equal to W. If I can prove this W is equal to X, I'm done. If I can prove W is equal to X, I'm done. So let's prove it. W is equal to X. Now in the horizontal triangle MN, right? Side MN, I can shade it again. This side MN in the horizontal, this side NO in the vertical triangle, they are equal. Yes? Yes or no? They are equal. Clear? And these two triangles are congruent. Side MN is equal to side NO. Now look at the opposite angles to these sides. Boutique. Angle opposite to side MN is W in this triangle. In the horizontal triangle, angle opposite to side MN is W, right? I write here W. In the vertical triangle, angle opposite to NO is X. And in the vertical triangle, angle opposite to NO side is X. So W is equal to X. What is the reason for that? We write this word CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts will be equal. Means angles will be equal, sides will be equal, but corresponding. How to see which sides or which angles are corresponding? The way is same. Look, two sides MN and NO are equal in these two triangles. Opposite angles to MN W and to NO X will be equal. If I write in a statement, the way is angles opposite to equal sides are equal. But this is a longer sentence, so that's why we use this CPCT. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Clear? So now, doing this, students, we are done now. Let's change color. See, W is equal to Y, W is equal to X. If I combine these two equations, G, W is equal to Y, W is equal to X. It implies X equal to Y. Yes or no, boy? Yes? So X equal to Y, that means OPN is equal to L and O, because I call OPN as X, L and O as Y. So this part B is proved. C part. Angle LQO, there is a point here. This point, intersection point, is Q point. So the C part, I try to solve in this part, this area, okay? So the C part is to prove that this angle LQO or OQL, whatever you can call it, this is 90. So to prove angle LQO is equal to 90, it's a right angle. We have to prove now. Clear? Now students, what is this angle? Anybody? What is this angle? The whole angle MNO is 90 and the lower angle LNO is Y. This is 90 complete angle and this is Y. What should be that angle? 90 minus. So I write here this is 90 minus Y. Clear? Look at this angle. I mark it also. This angle. I want to find this angle which is PQN. So I write here angle PQN. Angle PQN is, let's change color to show you again. This angle PQN is PQN. I'm trying to find this angle from this triangle, from triangle PQN. I want to find angle PQN by angle sum property of a triangle. This angle PQN by angle sum property, this angle PQN should be equal to 180 degrees minus sum of other two angles. Other two angles are x and 90 minus y, right? X and 90 minus y. So by angle sum property, I mentioned here, angle sum property implies PQN is 180 minus sum of other two angles, which is x plus 90 minus y. We have proved that x equal to y. I'm going to replace this y with x. So I open bracket here, 180 minus x minus 90 plus y, but y is x, plus x. Give reason, because x is equal to y. So now minus x and plus x we can cancel. FIFA, okay? What is 180 minus 90? 90 degrees. I have proved that this angle, which is vertically opposite to angle LQO, this angle I have proved it is 90. Now LQO and PQN, these are vertically opposite angles. If two lines intersect, these angles called as BOA, vertically opposite angles. Okay? Now, right here now, it implies angle LQO is equal to angle PQN is equal to 90. Reason, BOA, vertically opposite angles. So that means LQO is 90, C part is done. So guys, in the first step, in the first part, we have proved two triangles are, that horizontal and vertical triangles are congruent. In the B part, we proved that this angle this angle x and y, they are equal. In the C part, we proved angle LQO, this angle to be 90, this angle. Done? Any doubt? Is it clear? Okay. Thank you.